Hello YouTube, and welcome back to No Stream Available, the worst channel on all of YouTube, guaranteed, where if you know, then you know. And we're back. Yes, hopefully we're going to stay largely drama-free now. Yeah, hopefully we're going to stay drama-free. I'll not be doing out for Raymond ever again, put it that way. Not after that little lot. And we're back anyway. On a lighter note, we're back. Look at this old soldier. A Lake Manxman. God, now when was the last time you saw one of them? You will have seen these. You'll have seen these badged up as cheesers, cheeser, however you pronounce it. You would have seen them as Comtels. You'd have seen them as GREs, as G-Cols, as Lakes. They sold the Alba. Alba made one of these, and I think Fidelity as well might have made one. Fidelity made everything, didn't they? Apart from Sense. Anyway, and this is just a brief look at this, basically, just to show what's coming next. Some other stuff coming next, but we'll talk about that some other time. And this is a belated wedding present, this build is a belated wedding present for a dear old friend of mine, Andy. Here he is, mate. Here's your Lake Manxman. Now, Andy, a good friend of mine who's disabled and operates under quite a lot of restrictions as well on air. So a lot of the time you might not hear Andy on voice. You're more likely to catch him on data modes. But when he got into radio, the first radio that his dad, God rest him, bought Andy was a Lake Manxman, and we found him another one. And I wanted to get one of these ages ago for Andy as a wedding present, and I never managed to because back then they were a fortune. And then thanks to my old mate TV Steve, via Dave, Big Dave, you know who you are. We've managed to get hold of this one, and so yeah, we're gonna have a look under the bonnet of this one and see what's going off. Let me just take enough of this bench cookie. Right, stick him up there a sec, and right, the old one-handed YouTube channel. When was the last time you saw one of them? Hey, matron. Anyway, try and show you around it. It's not in too bad a fettle. I've ordered right shape mic for it. I'll end up lettering that up. Got a right shape mic for it. Now these should have not the usual coughing mic. It should have this shape mic on it. So that's gonna get labelled up as a Lake microphone. You can get microphone aluminium inlays now, but they're not doing them for Lakes at present. So I'm gonna have to make my own, which is no problem. Casings not drilled, not dinged and dinted. Clean and tidy inside, working example. And yeah, nice and clean and tidy inside. Not molested. It's not had 14 zillion Roger bleeps fitted and shit like that. I'm gonna go and have a look at print side at board now. This one's really stubborn to come off, so you can tell it's not been off very often. And if we look at that on print side, still just as tidy. So yeah, it's a good old thing. And yeah, alright, I know it's not a Cobra 148, or it's not a this, or it's not a that, or it's not a ICOM, or a whatever, or it's not a Yaesu or a Kenwood, but do you know what? Every rig deserves to live, and this one's no different. There's some marks on bezel, but that's not too bad. Let's see if I can find. Now then, this one came with wrong channel selector on it, and I haven't got one that matches perfectly. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to use an old President one. So that's just a tatty one that I've stuck on just to test concept. But once bezel's painted, everything's polished up, brackets on, mics on, power leads sorted, because it's at power lead butchered, like they always do. I'm going to sort that out. And so, yeah, this is just a quick look at what's up next, really. The old Lake Manxman. Like I say, it's not in bad fettle. It does want some work on bezel. That's not difficult. That's easy to do. Good thing is all its lettering's intact. All lettering's intact, and it's not been molested. So, only thing is, we can't find one of these channel knobs for it yet. So, it's going to have a president one on for now. I've got some cleaner ones. That's just a tatty one that I stuck on just to see roughly how good or bad it worked. God knows what this came off. I have a funny feeling I should recognise him, but I don't know. So yeah, yeah. In the meantime, that's where we are. Still soldiering on. Yeah, still soldiering on, and yeah. In other news, I did a power mic for somebody the other day. This is for TV Steve. He lent this out to somebody, and they got it all filthy and ended up treading on it. And both halves of the casing were like broken half. So I've repaired casing and I've painted it black, painted its grill silver, and put a little red PTT button on it. So that's an old Sertel Echo power mic. But according to Steve, they're basically got Sony internals in them. Everything in there is made by Sony, believe it or not. Mental, innit? Like, who knew that Marantz made radios? I mean, Marantz made CBs. They made them under Superscope. Superscope Air Command. They called them that, didn't they? But they were Marantz. So, yeah. So, anyway, this is part one. This is just a look at Andy's soon-to-be Lake Manxman. It's going to be all jazzed up and tidy, and look at this. Look at that. See if I can... Look at that. That's when it screws out to try and get out. Look at that. Why do people do that? You know what that is, don't you? That's fucking dickheads with electric screwdrivers taking stuff apart that really don't need an electric screwdriver. Focus, you fucker. Oh. Extreme close-up. Whoa. If you know, you know. So yeah, people taking stuff apart with an electric screwdriver that has no business being done with an electric screwdriver. Really boils my piss, that does. So anyway, that's where we are. This is part one. This is just a quick look round Andy's Lake Manxman and a look at Steve's mic that we did. There were no real point showing. We've all seen what their mics look like, and there were no real point. Fucking camera, look at this. We're back. We're back in the room. Yeah. So there was Steve's mic, and just another look at Andy's. Like I said, soon to be. He's going to take delivery of this soon when it's all painted and freshened up. So I've run out of sheet metal for brackets, so I've managed to buy a bracket. It's don't know what that is that they're playing, but Jesus, got to get rid of that, haven't we? That's fucking terrible. And yeah, so it's going to get a PMR bracket on it that I'm going to modify to fit, and that's going to look okay, I think. So I've run out of sheet metal, and I just, you know what? I just thought, I measured up and I went and found what brackets fitted what, and yeah, it's going to end up with a PMR bracket on it. It's still going to look good. So yeah. In the meantime, that's where we are. So drop a commenting section below, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, catch you on flip side. Cheerio, YouTube.